She is Coretta Scott King's first cousin, but here in Charleston, Christine Jackson is known as the trailblazer. In this special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I speak with the former YWCA Executive Director, one-on-one. Ms. Jackson, it's so good to see you in person. Tell me, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'm just smiling because I know you were perhaps one of those little youngsters coming to the Y for swimming and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember those days when you were the Executive Director of the Y.
Yes.
Tell me, do you miss it at all? Or how much do you miss it?
I really don't miss it.
Tell me why.
We have another non-profit organization, the Reverend Dr. E.L. Jackson Scholarship Society,
Right.
with the board of, it's a full non-profit organization with a board of directors and everybody that contribute to the scholarship fund. They are members of the organization, and we have monthly meetings, and we have committees, and we have events and all of that. So that kind of keep me a little bit busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a great group of people who are volunteers working with that. This past Sunday, we awarded 9 $1,000 scholarships.
That's good.
And the organization has been in existence for about 24 years now.
Wow, that's a long time.
And there are some great people in Mount Ryan and in the community who serve on the board of directors. Like we only had, not only, because we were glad to have $8,000, which means that we were going to award 8 $1,000 scholarships.
Right.
Then at the meeting last Wednesday, they informed us we got another $1,000 from Senator Quintin.
Oh, that's good.
Right, and it's just so, I can't explain how I feel about it personally, but it's a good feeling when you see so many people interested in our young folk.
That is true.
For instance, last year, we awarded 10 scholarships. Half of them were boys, and the student who had the highest score on the application, which was 89 point something, was a boy from St. John's High School.
Ah, that's amazing, Ms. Jackson.
Wow.
I know, right?
You know that was a wow.
I know.
Because I be pulling for our black boys.
Yes. And something we can't explain right now is still a month later, the tragedy that took place at Mother Emanuel AME Church.
Yeah. That hit me in the gut.
Oh my goodness.
You don't want tragedies like that to happen anyway.
That's true.
However, for it to happen in the house of God,
you're right.
you just can't get your mind around why somebody would go in a church, then sit there all that time.
Right.
Look, it feels the piece that just hits me so deeply is after his having sat there all that time, seems like something would have touched him to say,
don't do it.
These people are so nice. Because you know they were welcoming him.
Yeah. He was sitting right next to the pastor from what I understood.
Yes. So I try not to think about that.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, let's talk about the unity. It has been absolutely remarkable here in the city. From the bridge walk to the fundraising to, people dropping off flowers and whatnot down at the church. I'm wondering, when you think of that unity, what comes to mind to you?
Nothing in particular, except there is so much good in the minds and the hearts and the soul of so many people. It's going to always outweigh the bad.
That's true.
The good in people.
That's right.
And I'll see people flock to Emmanuel AME Church is proving that God is still in charge.
That's right.
The devil can do everything he wants to.
Right.
But the God is going to always win.
That's right. That is true. And what's your, let's talk about living history, because as you know, the Confederate flag was removed from the South Carolina State House grounds a week ago. You are Coretta Scott King's first cousin. I'm wondering, and I want you to put your thinking hat on for me, because if she were alive today, what do you think she would be doing as far as not celebrating, but really honoring this particular moment?
I have met like Bernice the same day it happened. Bernice called.
Okay.
I know Coretta would be trying to be involved in some kind of way.
Yes.
Martin did come, and you know, there's so little that anybody can do.
That's right.
When I say so little they can do, such a tragedy hit so deeply until it's just hit all of us in the gut, and you can't do nothing about what that young man did. But the love that people are calling there, visiting, and all of that, which is a good thing.
Yeah. And I know that right now you're what, I hate to say this, but you're what, 90?
You mean to tell me you think I done hit 90 yet? That is so funny. My children are going to have a good
Don't kill me.
And by the way, you don't ask women anything about their age.
I know, but you know, a lot of people are wondering how are you doing, and
I'm doing great.
Yes.
I'm still taking myself wherever I want to go.
That's good.
I'm careful not to go places at night.
That's true.
If I don't know that I'm going to have a comfortable parking place, I don't go to things during the day.
That's right.
But I'm doing real well.
That's good.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the International African American Museum, because you were on the first board, you told me.
Right.
As we sit here right now, what vision do you have of that museum when you look at it in your mind?
The history that Charleston has with the African American community is very fitting for that museum to be established.
That's right.
I am so glad that it has been, the effort now is revived, and it's going to happen.
Oh, yes.
So my hat is off to the people that are on the board now, but particularly Mayor Riley.
Oh, yes.
And by the way, one of my most admired women is Lucille Whipper.
Oh, yes.
She is on that board.
That's right.
So even though I'm not there, I'm just letting her know she's representing me too.
That's right. You're there in spirit.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Jackson, Christine Jackson, it was so great talking to you. This was a blessing. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm just delighted to have done this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate this.
And good luck to you in your efforts, and I know you're going to be successful.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's because of God.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Right.